What's up YouTube, it's Adrian from MMOSWORLD. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be taking a look, finally taking a look at PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, aka PUBG. This game is probably one of the most popular games out there in the market today. It is of course a battle royale, which simply means on a map there's going to be lots of other players. The objective is to drop onto a map from a plane with other players and go scavenging for weapons, arm yourself, and of course, fight. You can do this in a couple of different modes. From the main menu here, you can see there's a solo mode. You can play duo with some friends, a squad of up to 4 players, or a one-man squad. And below that, you can see perspective. You can either play in third person or first person. So a couple of different modes for you there. And of course, you can customize your own match, bring in some friends, set some rules, or just join a public match and have the matchmaking sorted out for you. Bottom right, you can see this is your squad panel area, and here is where you can pick your server or where you are in the world. So it automatically picked Asia for me, but of course you can tailor-made. You can just pick wherever you're based in for the better ping and latency, which is of course going to be pretty important for a first-person shooter game. I'm gonna go with Asia, I suppose. I mean, it should default to Southeast Asia, but for some reason it didn't. It gave me Asia, so I'm gonna go with that instead. Now, elsewhere on the screen, you got customization. Basically, when you start a new game, or when you buy this on Steam, you get to create a character. But be careful about that, because once you've created something, when you want to go and change it, it's gonna cost you. I mean, if your appearance, that is, you want to change your appearance, it's going to cost you at the bottom left BP, and BP is a currency here on PUBG that you earn for playing matches. But under the wardrobe section, these stuff are things that you can get from buying crates, and that is under the rewards. You can buy crates for BP as well. And the interesting thing about crates is if you go to the market, which you can see in the top right, you can actually see people selling stuff for like real money. Career, this is all your stats and everything. Same goes with leaderboards, and then you've got the replay, to show the games that you've played and stuff. So that's pretty cool that it actually saves that. Anyway, let's just go jump into a match. And if you've never played PUBG before, then obviously my job here is first impressions. I'm going to show you what the first 10, 15, 20 minutes, which is essentially the duration of a match, because these games are pretty hard to win. So let's go ahead and queue solo, just hit start, and the matchmaking will begin. Now again, the objective is to beat all the other players by surviving as long as possible and finishing the match in first place. So that involves, being smart about things, playing to the match, the circle system, which basically means a white circle will appear on the map, and it gets smaller and smaller. So if you're out of that white circle on the map, you're going to take damage and die. So it forces players to come out of the wider areas of the map and puts everybody closer together to fight and shoot. And yeah, I guess it's good fun, I suppose. Alrighty, so here we are in the staging area. This is just a hangout spot before the match starts, and you'll usually hear like other people in the background, speaking in different languages. So the main thing about PUBG, you've probably seen the news, you've got so many players, millions of players, super popular, but that also means lots of cheating, lots of cheaters using programs to instantly headshot people from across the map without even aiming and all that stuff. And I've been playing PUBG for some time, about over the last couple of days, and I've only experienced that a couple of times. Anyway, the objective here, if you're playing solo, is once the countdown timer is over, everybody gets out of the staging area and now lands on the plane. Now, there are 2 maps in PUBG, of course, the default map, and this is the new desert map, which only just got released last month. So opening the M button will show you the map, and that's the plane right there. And all these cities and stuff are just areas where you can look for weapons and where fighting is going to take place. Of course, the bigger the area, more houses, more buildings probably means more guns and whatever. So for me, I'm actually going to try and go to somewhere off the grid, low-key, probably there. So I'm going to hit F to eject. And now the race is on to get down as fast as possible and avoid other people in the early game to gear up. And gearing up is really important in PUBG, of course. There's a bunch of different weapons, from handguns to submachine guns to rifles and sniper rifles. They all have their own different ammunition that you need to collect, in addition to attachments and upgrades like scopes and magazine extenders and all that good stuff. So these are all important things about the early game that you want to be doing, because there will be a timer for how long you can be in a zone outside the white circle. So I'm looking around, there doesn't seem to be any parachutes, which means other players aren't landing nearby. So here I've just landed in a good area, no one's around me. F is to open things, and then you've got WASD as the basic movement keys. So, you know, gameplay is going to be pretty much standard. And the thing you want to do is pick up stuff as quick as possible in the event that there will be other players here. So just reloading my gun there, hitting the shift key will be a sprint button. And yeah, so the game now is basically equipping yourself with as much gear as possible that can help when it comes to defeating other players. Now, not all houses are going to have stuff that you need. And it's not just weapons that you'll need as well. You need stuff like backpacks, and backpacks allows you to hold more items in your inventory, and you can get to your inventory by pressing the tab button. That's going to show you what you have. So there we go, level 2 backpack. You got a shotgun choke, and here's the good stuff. We have a S12K, pretty decent rifle. I can pick up a 12 gauge there. It's a shotgun, my bad. And I've got 20 rounds, and I've got 5 loaded in so far. So it's a combat shotgun. What else we got? Hip hop trainers. Yeah, let's go and put that on. I'm just hoping that I am alone here. So clicking the right mouse button is going to put you in this zoomed in aim mode, but holding the right mouse button is going to give you that radical mode as well. So plenty of ways to play the game. What do we got here? Bullet loops, that's cool. So when you pick up something that can be used for a shotgun, just right click to attach that to your shotgun if it's usable, I suppose. So now that I've got a backpack, you know, to complete it, I will probably need a helmet, because that helmet and a vest, because those two things are they're not for customization. They are more for, you know, giving you extra padding for your health and whatever, so you don't die in the first few hits. Now this desert map, even though it's new, it's actually kind of big. And oh, there we go. No, that's not a vest, but there's more bullets here. Cheek pad. Yeah, I'll just pick up stuff. That is a Winchester, more ammo for the pistol. I kind of need like a rifle right now. That's a crossbow, and it's actually pretty good. Oh look, there we go, motorcycle helmet and another shotgun choke. This map, I've played a couple times. All it ever seems to do is give me shotgun. Now on the top right, you'll see there are the amount of people that's left alive on this map, or this match. And oh look, that's the white circle I was talking about. So over a period of time, that circle is going to get smaller and smaller and smaller. So if you're dropped outside here whatsoever, then, you know, when the timer starts, there's a blue wall that's going to press in on you, and you need to get into the white circle. And because, you know, maps are big, there's also vehicles that you can find. Like on this map, there's going to be buggies, motorcycles, and things like that that you can use to travel around. So my hunt for a rifle continues. Let's go to the White House over there. You know, and in terms of being, PUBG started out, you know, early access, alpha, whatever, and it was really unoptimized. Oh, there we go. That's an AK. Oh, here come the bombs. So what's happening is that you can see the minimap at the bottom. I am now in a raid zone, which means that bombs are going to be dropping. And if you're out in the open, you're gonna get hit and you're gonna die. So the best thing to do is to stay in buildings. And just reload my pistol here. The good news is, I think I'm in an area that not a lot of players are in. So let's go to my hotkeys here. Yeah, your weapons are stored to your hotkeys. You can customize that in the controls or in the settings. So you can switch your weapons on the fly. So it's gonna be a good, and it's great for kind of micromanaging your weapons and, you know, trying to be quick about it, especially when you're in a combat situation. It's a pretty fun game, you know. And what's really the thing I'm starting to notice, especially if you're a new player, it can be very hard if you're going into this game thinking I'm gonna win. Oh damn it! Damn, picked up the wrong thing. But yeah, if you're coming into this game thinking I'm gonna win the first 5 matches or I'm not gonna have fun, then yeah, you're definitely not going to have fun, because it takes a lot of skill and, you know, poise and perseverance and experience to try and survive as long as possible, and you're definitely not gonna get it in the first time. And that's what's addictive about it, you know, because once you see what other players do and you learn how to navigate the maps and find out where things spawn, uh, the other matches are gonna be much better, I suppose. Anyway, haven't really seen a lot of players here, none actually. And for rifles and stuff, you can change modes by hitting the B key. So right now my AKM's on single burst mode, then you can switch it to full auto as well. So you'll need to learn which situations are better for which. As for me, so bottom right, you can see the blue bar is now gone, and the game is going to restrict the play area, which simply means any moment now, as soon as that blue bar ticks up, there's going to be a blue circle, and it's going to make this white circle smaller. So the idea is to get players on the move. As for me, I'm probably going to go check out, let's see here, Graveyard's going to be pretty popular. I'm going to make my way across here, and hopefully I don't get shot. Running around is pretty much your only option, unless of course you find a vehicle of some sort. But again, with the maps, they're pretty huge, so unless there's somebody else doing the same thing I am in the area, it's unlikely that, you know, you're gonna run into other players out in the open like this. But it does happen, especially when the map, you know, the restriction area starts and the white circle gets smaller. Then yeah, everybody's gonna congregate in one area. So I hate this feeling, you know, because I'm running out in the open and there's not, you can't really tell if there's anybody to your left or right. And I want to try and go for cover, but because it's the desert map, there isn't much cover. And players that are playing on the highest graphic settings with a huge draw distance can pretty much see movement across the map. So here we are in this house, and I'm gonna slowly sneak into the main building, see if I can get more ammo. I've only got 30 shots on my AKM, and I need to find more ammunition for that. Doors are not open, which means good news. It hasn't been looted yet. Just to be sure, I'm crouching, which is the C button, to try and make as less noise as possible. What do we got here? Oh, there we go. That's the ammo for the AK. This door's open, kind of worries me. And that's a vest. That's good. So, and you'll notice that all these items that you can pick up, especially backpacks, helmets, vests, they all have levels. So level 1 is your basic, then they go up to level 2, and of course level 3. And what that means is, for example, a level 3 helmet will give you more padding, so you know you won't get killed faster, and a level 3 backpack can hold more items than a level 1 backpack, for example. This door's been open, that door's been open. That's not good. That is not good. I'm just chilling here for a bit, hearing to see if there's any movement upstairs. I did pick up a scope, and I can attach that to my AKM. So now that I have a scope, that simply means when you hit the right button, there you go, that's your scope. And holding the shift key will hold your breath. You can see the lungs icon at the bottom. And that's to take, you know, stationary shots. So I'm going to take the risk and go upstairs and see if there's actually anybody here. Oh look, level 2 police vest. If they left that here, that means whoever came by is pretty geared. Oh, I hear a buggy. Yep, that's definitely a buggy. And if it's stopping here, that means this guy's coming up. So I'm getting ready to unload my clip. Or I can just go and hunt him. Oh, that sounds like a grenade. Somebody just threw a grenade. Not sure where he's coming from. Oh. So I did not exactly see where he came from, but here you can see a dev cam. You click on that, and that will show you the replay of how you died. Which is a pretty... Oh, he was on the hill, so... And he probably saw me through the window. Yeah, I think he saw me through the window. So that's him throwing the grenade. And because I had no idea, like, which area he's coming from, so I kind of waited, and I was running. There you go, I was running there, and that's him just mowing me down. Killed me with a headshot, apparently. So that's pretty cool. You have that dev cam, you know, that's handy to see as well if it's a cheater that killed you, and if it was a cheater, then you can hit the report button. And of course, PUBG bans up to like what, 1 million cheaters or something like that, you know, in January alone. So those are huge numbers, but so far no cheating this particular match. So the end screen there would have showed you how much BP you got and how can you spend that BP. Again, if you want to change the appearance of your character, these are pretty expensive. Like changing your gender, for example, is going to cost you 3,000 BP, so that's maybe about 10-15 matches, which shouldn't really take long, because you saw that for me that was about 10 minutes for a match, just gearing up, trying to survive, and then, you know, getting to my first confrontation and dying. So it can get pretty addictive because you learn from your past matches and you want to do it again and you want to do it again, and it's definitely better than friends. So I've got enough BP to get another crate here, and I'm just clicking on that icon now. And these are the 3 types of crates that you will get: Desperado, Biker, Survivor, and you get these at random, but all of it, the type of crate and the stuff inside. Now these are mostly for cosmetic, of course, but again, you can sell them on the market if, you know, you get a pretty good piece. Things like this, the black leather hoodie, for example, sells very well because it's a pretty popular look. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a crate here, and I've received another Desperado crate. So now I'm out of BP. So where do they go? They go under my crates. So I've got 2 Desperado crates. Let's go ahead and open both and see what we get. Again, this is gonna be completely RNG. So first one. Oh, actually, no, I need to buy a key. Okay. So a key, it's opening up my Steam store right now, and I just want to see what the price is for a key. Okay, it's about $9 for me, so a key could be about $2 to $3 US, depending on where you are, and you're gonna need to buy keys, I suppose. Can you actually buy keys with Oh, there you go. So here it tells you one key is about 2.5 US. So that's pretty much the microtransaction thing about PUBG, and of course you can always resell them on the market for more money. Anyway, that's a first impressions look at PUBG, guys. It's currently out on Steam, of course, if you want to play it. Everybody's playing it, I suppose, and if you're a fan of FPS games, if you like, you know, squad shooters with a bit of strategy involved, there's potential for funny moments, hilarious moments, again, especially if you're gaming with friends. As for me, you know, it reminds me a lot of my days playing DayZ, but here the matches are shorter, which means you can play longer and you can have a very different, a variety of experiences with all these different game modes and stuff. So go check it out. I kind of like it, and there's a reason why it's the most popular Steam game today. So go check it out. Anyway, hit the like button if you enjoyed these first impressions of it, and don't forget to subscribe to MMOSWORLD for more MMO content. You can check out our website too, mmosworld.com, for daily MMO news and all that good stuff. So, as ever, it's Adrian from MMOSWORLD, signing out.